Hello guys, today we will discuss the closure of functional dependency. Actually this topic is very important because it's going to help in many topics like finding the candidate keys and normalization. So please watch it very attentively. Let's see what is exactly the closure of functional dependency. Suppose we have some relation, okay guys, and we have given these functional dependency. So closure of functional dependency, if somebody asks to find the closure of functional dependency, it means from this dependency what other dependency we can find out. Okay, so if we say we find the closure of relation, so we have to use this given dependency and find the other dependency from this dependency by using the axiom like Armstrong axiom or additional axioms which we already discussed in the previous section. So we have to use that axiom to find the other dependency. That will be concluded that this is the exactly the closure of that functional dependency. So let's take some example, solve example. Then after that we will solve one question. Okay, let's see. So there is a relation R which has x, y, z, h, d are the attributes of this relation, and we have given that there is a functional dependency from these attributes are x to yz, dx to w, then y to h. These three dependencies are given. Then we have to find the closure of that functional dependency. That we have to find the other functional dependencies. So let's see, if we have given the x to y, z, so from that we can find that x to y and x to z by using the decomposition. That is, remember that decomposition axiom. Okay, so by using decomposition axiom we can find x to y and x to z. These are the other functional dependencies. And if we have find that x to y and we have given that y to h, then x to h will be also their dependency because of transitivity. Remember that transitivity, because x to y, y to h, then x to h can be there. Okay guys, so this is the like finding the closure of the functional dependency. So we have to include that this x to h and x to y and x to z in that dependency as well. Okay? This will be completely closure of that dependency. After that, let's see, we can have other dependency as well. If we have x to yz and dx to w, so we can replace x with the yz here. Okay, this also can be here, and then from y to h and dyz we can also replace yh here. Okay, this also can be there. So we have to find the different combination of functional dependencies. Let's see another example. We have given a relation R where a, b, c, d, e, that is the 5 attributes which has a dependencies a to b, c, then c, d to e, b to d and e to a. Okay, from this dependency we find that, let's see, if we are given with the a to b, c, then we can say that a to b and a to c will also hold there because of decomposition. Okay guys, after that, if a to b is given, we have find that if a to b have find it that, then b to d is given. Then from this, by using the transitivity, we can say that a to d is also going to be hold there. And another one can be, what can be there, if we have given that the cd to e and e to a, we have find given that e to a. Then from transitivity we can say that cd to a will also be there. Okay guys, so from a to we can find the b, because then b to c also there. So it's all up to you, okay, how you can use that. So from that we can say there is another example. Let's see, solving the question that we have given that the relation a, b, c, d, e, f, g, and from this relation we have given all these dependency a to b, b, c to d, e, f to g, e, c to c, and e to a to e. Okay, so let's see what other what can be other dependency. Let's see if we have a to b and a to e, is there any? No. Let's see, yes, there is if there is a to e and e to c, so then a to c will also be there because of transitivity 1. Okay guys, after that we have this one. Let's see, if we have given the bc to de. Okay, from bc to d we have find that, let's see if we have b to c and a to, okay, sorry, a to b. Okay guys, so we can replace b with the a here. So where can be then A, C to D, E. Okay guys, so if this is there, then we can find other as well, like we can use A, E, F to G. Okay, so we can replace A with the we can replace A with the, we can find the A to B. Okay, let me check out if we find the A to C, A to E, E to C, then we can replace A to C. No, guys, yes, we can replace E to C. Okay guys, we can replace then A, C, F to G. Okay, is there any combination? Yes, there is another combination from this. We can say that D, E, F also gives G. Okay, so there are different combinations, but we have to see and carefully find out that combination of functional dependencies. After that, we can make the other dependency as well. Okay, so this is all about how we can find the closure. If we have to write the closure of this one, so we will write this, and we have to enter all the functional dependency, the given dependency and the dependency which we find out. So will be the answer of these dependencies. Okay guys, this is, and sometimes we have to find the attribute dependencies, attribute closure as well. So if we have to say that we find the closure of these attributes, so that means by using A, B, what other dependency can we find out from the given dependency will be the output of that one. Okay, so this is all about the functional dependence. This is all about the closure of functional dependency. Okay guys, this is the plus sign represent the closure. That means other dependency which can come from the given dependencies. So this is closure dependency. In the next session, we will try to do some examples, or we will do the finding the candidate key, which helps in normalization as well, in the third normalization. So we will discuss later in the videos. Okay guys, if my videos are helping you, so please follow this channel and like and share the videos, and please guys don't forget to follow the playlist. Okay, thank you.